everybody. Welcome in. This is the Guardian Oracle 33. I am that I am. Good morning. Welcome in, guys. How's everybody doing? How was your night? Anybody else have a friggin' tornado storm all night outside their house? I had to move stuff into my camper this morning because it is... Boy, that Five of Swords just keeps flipping out over and over in the head and in the head. In your head. In your head. Zombies. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. In your head, baby. Good morning, guys. Welcome in. This is going to be a loving message from your higher self. What you need to know, what comes through. Just calling on the guides. Holy Spirit, holy angels of the highest bright light. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for being here. I call on the highest good of all. May messages for the highest good of all come through. Holy Spirit, holy angels, Holy Spirit, activate, activate, activate. We're in a whole activation up in her. Everybody, I just want to put out a prayer real fast. Bill is in court this morning. He's one of our mods, one of our members, so I just want to send out right now a collective wave, and if everybody could just put your intention on Bill and sending him love and confidence and the energy and the courage that he needs to go through his court today. So Bill, we love you. We send you out a high vibrational frequency of love, courage, and confidence. May the universe work through you for the highest good of all. What's up, Christina? I love you. Thank you for the email. Thank you, Bill, for the email. Thank you, MO and SA. Thank you guys for requesting personal reads. I appreciate it. Those will be... If you have messaged me, you will get a link starting this next week is when I'm getting ready to go camping today. I have my Tahoe, or my Suburban, and on the way back last weekend from camping, my left rear brake pad on the inside started chewing the shit out of my rotor. So I went and got new brake pads. Well, last night I backed my car up into the shop, and then it was a bitch to get those dub wheels, those fancy dub wheels, off to get into the lock nuts. The lock nuts were a biatch to find the right socket to go to, a metric system. And then as soon as I got there, get the brake pads out, and they're the wrong freaking brake pads. And I'm pretty sure that's why I go to AutoZone and I ask them, this is my car, I brought in my owner's manual for my car too, so you couldn't F it up. You can't F it up. It's a 5.3, mother trucker. Anyway, so I gotta go and get brake pads today before I head up on the mountain. But yeah. It's always one thing, isn't it? I'll tell you what, I am not into the mechanics, finding the right sockets. Anybody who is a mechanic, my hat goes off to you. I will build all day long, but getting your hands in small spaces, shit dropping, not being able to... Nope. Heck no, I can't do that. Oh no, brother. Self-love. Today's my first day having coffee because I don't have a coffee maker in the camper. So what I did is I got some of that cold brew. Got me an ace on cold brew now. And I poured it in here, and it's half that, a little half of water, and then I put some creamer in there, and whoo, let me tell you, when you don't have coffee for a while, it is such a treat to have coffee again. It's amazing how many gratitudes you'll have, you know, when you start going through stuff and you get to experience the small things again. Gratitude is, whew, we forget about so many amazing things. Q-tips, a hot shower, all of it. I love you guys. Let's see what we got going on. Let's take a look under the hood, all right? Let's see what we got going on. Let's start off with Grammy's book and get some positive quotes here. If the world is cold, make it your business to build fires. We are all cups constantly and quietly being filled. The trick is knowing how to tip ourselves over and let the beautiful stuff out. Oh, I love that. This life is yours. Take the power to choose what you want to do and do it well. Take the power to love what you want in life and love it honestly. Take the power to walk in the forest and be a part of nature. Yeah! Take the power to control your own life. No one else can do it for you. Take the power to make your life happy. It's your power. Call it back. Don't let people pull you into their storms. Pull them into your peace. There is nothing more rare nor more beautiful than a woman being unapologetically herself, comfortable in her perfect imperfections. To me, that is the true essence of beauty. The name Steve could be prominent. I have found that if you love life, life will love you back. We are reminded how short life really is and how we are just passing through. So all the people you haven't told you love lately, tell them and live your days like you mean it. All right. Let's tap into, for my extraterrestrial babies, for my star seeds, for those that like the mystical oracle deck, mystic Martian oracle. I'm going to get a card from here. Who's guiding you at this time? Let's look at what's going on in your, I was going to say your future, and your present at this time. Timelines, everything is congruent. Your innate ability to tap into multiple interdimensional aspects of yourself is growing. It's getting stronger, much stronger, like the wind out here. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. I'm seeing the tall whites. I'm seeing tall white beings. The great white. The tall whites. Viscous Paciscus. Viscous Paciscus. I had a biscuit once. My biscuit brings all the boys to the yard, and their life is better than yours. Damn right. It's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge my milkshake. Okay. McCarthy, settle down. Extraterrestrial beings working with the collectives for the highest good. Who is up in her? Who's working with the collective? The Pleiadians. The Pleiadians come out with the Nephilim below that. We've got Pleiadians here. Yes, we do. That is an origin I am very familiar with. All right, we've got Pleiadians number 16. We've got number 39, Viscous Paciscus, and I believe that this is representative of the female anatomy for birth, if I'm not mistaken. Divine feminine, birthing, and fertility. Unconditional love, excitement, and laughter. All right, let's go to Viscous Paciscus. That's a mouthful, huh? Viscous Paciscus, page 115. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Thank you guys for showing up, being here, showing up and showing out. The two overlapping discs of Viscous Paciscus contains the almond eye shape that was used in the ancient mystery school to represent layers of interconnected meanings, including divine feminine and the holy passage portal for the soul that links heaven, spirit, and earth, the physical. The Viscous Paciscus symbol is also a geometric and esoteric aspect of the flower, quote-unquote, seed of life, symbolically and actually. Later, monotheistic Christianity adopted the symbol to represent the fish, aka the soul, and Jesus. In East Africa, the symbol is known as the mandorla. The ancient Celts created female Sheila, Nagig, figures who exposed their genitals, and archetypal represented the same. The two intersecting circles symbolize the creative birth space that emerges, the third eye archetypally entity, which holds the linking trinity energies that are energetic forces of geometric building blocks on all levels of the divine manifestation. So when you're getting this card, it means procreation. Yeah. Birthing, pregnancy, divine feminine, fertility, divine trinity, blood. The body, the mind, and the soul. Sacred union. Me, us, you. Thought, actions, and emotions. A union. Pleiadians. Let's see what the Pleiadians. Some of you could be birthing, and it doesn't just have to be a child. You know, I know a lot of us are at that age now where we're done having kids for the most part. I know a lot of the people that watch me, well, I have like 59% males, the rest are females, and it's so weird, more males interact with my channel than females do on that level. The masculine's on the rise, man, awakening that feminine energy up. But, I totally forgot, my mind's just gone, it's just gone. Pleiadians, page 52. Alright. Look, she's walking right out of that portal. Fresh out, you rang? Somebody ordered a pizza and some coffee? The Pleiadian Pleiadians come from the dazzling Seven Sister star cluster located in the eye of the Taurus Bull constellation, 444 light years away, making it one of the nearer star clusters to Earth. The Pleiadians predominantly reside on the planet Era, which is similar to Earth. Pleiadians are a descendant genotype from ancient Lyrans. See, they're descendants. Pleiadians are humanoid and, like many off-planet beings, are distant cousins to the Terran Earthlings. They are 80 light years beyond humans. They thrive in an advanced, prosperous, and extremely healthy lifestyle, while all comfortably cared for. Representational forms of money exchange are not part of the civilizations. They choose not to have massive, overcrowded cities and instead opt for smaller communities evenly distributed that participate in the natural ecology care of their homeland environment. Think about how long it'll take for us to get there. My gosh. People are still throwing cigarettes and trash out the window down the highway. Eons ago, the Pleiadians nearly destroyed their civilizations due to ego conditioning prior to their fifth dimension transition. The Octurians were their immediate mentors in overcoming their ascension obstacles. They typically stand 6 to 8 feet tall and are very similar in appearance to humans. I said I see tall beings. They have Nordic-like fair features and are usually light brunettes to blondes, with green to blue eye coloring. Besides height, one noticeable difference is their ears, which tend to be lower and slightly pointed. Due to their sophisticated values and structures, all Pleiadians look extremely healthy by generalized comparison to humans and do not suffer the sickness we do. They typically live to around 700 Earth years, though do not age like we do. Ancient Navajo, Cherokee, Lakota, Dakota, and Aboriginal Australians have legends of the Pleiadian people teaching them. Pleiadians are fun-loving, spirited beings with much love in their hearts. When you pull this card, it represents unconditional love, fun, bonding, bridging, excitement, laughter, enthusiasm, enjoyment, contentment, charming, satisfaction, sincerity, and play. There's a need to be lighthearted. Very birthing something very, it comes from the within, obviously, but it's also helping you on a multi-dimensional level within your own being, and it's really seating it here in this earth space, working with the Pleiadians. The fortune wheel, luck and right timing, is here at the top, and there's a gestation period perhaps that you've been going through with this birth, you know, sending light onto other aspects of your being. All right. What frequency is helping the collective at this time? Moving through this. This card just blew over. New Earth energy. So I was going to go car accident. Serving the light has been through a lot. Your path has been very hard and you still held the light. We've got a military official. The suffering is what brought you out of the shadows to the light. It's the suffering, right? And it's not so much suffering, it's just, oh, there goes all of those cards. A light for others is out here. That's, you know, Bill and I were having a conversation and he was saying it sucks that you know, he goes, it's too bad that the wisdom comes from the trauma. And unfortunately, we're humans, and we're so designed to be fucking comfortable and ignorant. I'm sorry. We are. My ignorance before I started to wake up, and I still have an amount of ignorance. Trust me, we're always growing. But I will say, to where I was 6 years ago to where I am now, it's amazing how fast I've been able to wake up and try to ingest all of the witchcraft, the magic, the paranormal activities, the telepathy, the portals opening up in the mountains right in front of my eyes, light language, being able to communicate with beings. Gosh, this kid is driving me nuts. My son's friend is always calling, and it's only when I'm on a live for some reason. The name Jason could be prominent here too. As you were, it's Jace. What frequency is helping the collective, guiding the collective at this time? Frequencies. You have synergy, and you have soul time. Number 41 and 40. 40, 41. So I see how things are starting to play out in a sequence here. Numbers are important. I'm hearing prodigy for some reason. I just unlocked my computer and this is what's on there. This could be prominent for some of you. The zebra spirits, black and white, black and yellow, black and yellow. Oh, yellow and black. Soul time. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow possibility of new reality to emerge. One that embraces the concepts that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. I love that. The frequency of synergy, number 41. And I just feel like those colors, and for somebody to look at this, that this is prominent. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Nicholas. What's up, guys? Jace. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar, so that way yet exciting creations can give birth to a new reality. You know, I'm just thinking about you, Christina, right now, and I said that, you know, not everything is as it seems. It's like, very interesting energy. Very interesting energy. All right, what is the collective healing through right now? What is the collective working through healing at this time? Break self-imposed limits and reclaim your power. Your spirit guides are saying it's time to take back your power. You can speak this into existence. I call back my power throughout the multi-universe. I call back my power where I may have misplaced it, where I didn't realize it was going, or where it was being taken from me. At this time, I call back all of my power through the light. Heal and transmute and bring it back into my own being. It is my power and I work with it, and so it is. And this is talking about opening the portal, you breaking through, and it feels like it's somewhere within the solar plexus and the heart space. I did see the throat chakra card come out. Luminous beacon. Let blessings and grace comfort and uplift you now. Stand in the light. You're on a path where, you know, it could be, look, you've got somebody who's standing alone here in these pictures. You're standing alone. Though there's many people around you, they may not recognize what you're up against, what you see on others, what you feel in energy. It's just you. It's almost veiled. It's like you're walking this path, whether it is through religion. I keep hearing religion, paradigms, or programmings. The key in spirituality is not to become more spiritual. It's to have a greater understanding of thyself. When you understand yourself on such a level, you can then communicate clearly with others your wants, needs, and desires, and you stand in a power that, remember, we're all energy, that others either do not vibrate with, can't frequent with. You're starting to see it's like old spirits, you know, the truth behind certain things, and how the boogeyman, I'm hearing, comes about, that fear-based oriented programming. Remember, we talked about yesterday in the Higher Self deck when the light came out, we're all light and nothing but the light. So help us God. I don't know why, but I feel like Bill might be swearing in right now. Put your hand on the Bibli. Your ability to see beyond the physical realm, and even if you're not seeing it, your spiritual eye is. You're able to pick up on darker spirits, darker energy, those that are ascended masters, those that are walk-ins, that you are having these. A walk-in is basically when a soul can no longer carry out or chooses not to carry out a specific mission, and this soul, this being here, plays an important role in many lives. There is what would be called a walk-in spirit that comes into that soul, comes into that being, and that other soul goes back out. So a walk-in spirit, this could be of mastery. A lot of them are just a walk-in is a very advanced soul. Talking about the Christ. Stand in the light and take back your control is the main message that comes out here. You got guardian angel out here. More messages, loving messages. Happiness is a choice for one, but happiness comes from a fulfilled heart and a harmonious in relationships. Happiness, hope, and intuition. Hope is a beam of light in the darkness. Okay, so I'm talking to somebody here who's really going through the thicket of the I am that I am, the light. Hey, blow my card over there. Other people might not understand what you're going through. To other people, no, thank you, honey. You could feel very unorthodox to a lot of people. Your ways of thinking, your ways of being. It's like, don't you know that that's not how we do that on this planet? And you're like, don't you know that's the reason why this planet's where it's at? I think I'm going to follow my intuition. You're really walking alone here. You're walking alone. You know, and if people are telling you something, you can see past the words. You read vibrations, you read frequency and energy. Your body reads that. Your innate being, packed, filled with innate wisdom. So that's your natural ability, your soul's ability to understand deeper, complex things, energies, not maybe even knowing how you're doing it, but you're doing it. Like I said, somebody here is walking alone. And I don't know if somebody's been left at the altar, but that kind of feels like somebody walked away from a marriage or some sort of engagement or commitment to follow their path. That's a very specific message. Your ability to take back your control over your life. I think somebody here is woken up and be like, I don't even want that anymore. I don't know why this inner part of myself, this child aspect of myself, feels like I need love from this person, or understand why you couldn't love me to a depth or be with me on a specific level. Even when your soul knows you have a contract, I'm not going to call it a contract, but there are lessons to be learned, or, you know, some people, and we to others, we owe them in a way this lifetime, you know, and when we're having that interaction and it's supposed to come about in a certain way and somebody is so off base and so out of an alignment, God's taken that out. Somebody here's not going to change. Somebody here's going to continue down the same path, and this is your point to call back your power at that point and say, 10, 5, 3 years from now, is this really the shit I want to be dealing with? Are these the fights and the arguments, or not trusting somebody? When you can't trust somebody, that's your fucking key to walk away. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust your intuition. You have to trust your intuition, because your higher self wants to take you to your ultimate happiness. This is so much bigger than just you. There's other people that you are a guardian for here on this planet, that you are to speak to, that you are to have interactions and start some sort of a business deal, a job, or get your hair cut by them in a certain situation, or a conversation comes up. These are the moments right now that are just unfolding at a very fast rate, and it can take you literally from one path you're on and literally overnight, literally bring you to a huge ascension aspect of yourself, where you feel like you're vibrating where you're supposed to be, where it doesn't feel so dense, where it doesn't feel so heavy. You could be looking at people in your life who have that spirit of control, that spirit of, they don't mind the shadow. The shadow is comfortable for them. They're used to, you know, their highs and lows are based off of their control, right? For now. You're allowing to take back your control from anybody who's been trying to domineer, project, take steal, kill, destroy over your spirit, your being, your life, your fortitude. Your light is your power. Your heart is your power. Your heart is your power. This is your generator. This is your force field in here. When your heart's beaten and you're healthy and you eating well and you're sleeping enough and you're self-loving to yourself, your energy and your frequency changes in that moment. Your thoughts are powerful. I am well. I am healthy. I am abundant. I am that I am. I am connected to the greater good. I do bring an era of hope and an essence of love and light to others. I know that my being is something that brings happiness, not just to myself, but to others. And I really feel that when I'm in the most authentic aspect of myself, which is most of the time not giving two shits about what somebody else says. Feelings. Feelings, they come and they go. I feel like you are already emotionally intelligent at this point, that your higher soul saying, let's look at this again. Let's really think about, even though you think you want somebody or you want something, you really need to remember, does this person invoke my self-care, my self-love? Does this person like seeing me evolve and take care of myself? Does this person make space for me so that I can do these things? And you compliment them back. Are these people that want to watch me grow, or people that really deep down inside are like, bitch, I hope you don't make it. You ain't gonna make it. You can't just come from the slums of Beverly Hills and be, fuck yeah. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I can and I am. It's what I came here for, right? This is what we come here for. Get this golden, I love this oracle deck. Your happiness it's contingent on others around you for some of you at this time. Probably because you do share space. You share space with them, and the equal give and take is a real thing. A lot of you're in the process of putting down a boundary within your own mind, and where you'll allow your mind to roam to. Just a second, guys. De eso se trae, otro si vidra, perachese, drosefei. Passerei, chorar, fece, querer, setei, otai, esefetei. Shine your ever-living light on me. Look at that. We're getting spoiled today. Is my Kylie Bear in here? Sam F. What up? If I hit my squat next week, I'm donating. Squat PB? I don't know what that is. I've seen Kylie Bear. Hi, Pickles. What if there's kids involved and you can't leave? Just don't want to crowd and leave my kids. A group of Malayans send their best wishes from Malaysia. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Wow. I feel honored that my videos have reached that far, and that thank you guys for your positive comments towards me, and how much you guys give me the love and sharing how much this channel has helped you evolve in my situation and me. I never, we never think we could make such a huge impact. And when I hear from you guys, this brings tears to my eyes, thinking, even my spirit still breaks down, and I'm like, yes, I am worthy of loving others. I am a good leader. I can do these things. And when I feel that love so deeply, it almost, it brings tears to my eyes, because I'm just so grateful I'd never stopped this path. I never stop believing. No matter what, I won't, and I can't. It's just a part of who I am. And I love you guys. Thank you for all of your positive. I'm not camping yet. I'm actually living in my pop-up camper. It's pretty nice. It's a big old it's got the slide out. I'm in the slide out right now, part of it. I'll show you guys a little view. She ain't bad. We're getting ready to take it down today. There's Danny Cash. It's a nice little pop-out, and it's got the big bed over here on this side, but you don't see a lot of pop-up campers with this slide-out in it. So this is actually pretty big, and this trailer is 1 year. This trailer is 27 years old this year, and it is in wonderful condition. That's normally where I read at, but it is, as you can see, pretty windy out today. So we are just chilling in here. Your message is great. I feel it. You've made positive changes in my day. Thank you, Steven. Love you, bro. I do love you. Hey, I bought this thing for $1,000, and I bought my SUV last year when I got done doing that home remodel, and I kind of got myself set up for, my other pickup blew up when I left my husband initially, so things are slowly coming back around. I'm glad I've made investments that I have. You can't go wrong with the camper, and hey, I have something. We're here, and it's only going to get better. You're never homeless when home is where your heart is, Never homeless when the home is where your heart is. And when you keep love there, I feel so much more fulfilled even here with my children. And we just got back from 4 days of camping. We're heading out tomorrow to the mountain again to go side-by-side, four-wheel, trail ride, fish, eat some bomb food. We're having, my friend is making peach cobbler in a Dutch oven out there. So I'm excited to have that. If you guys are interested in a personal read with me, thank you, Jason. I'll pin that. You guys can email me. That's the best way that's the only way you can get a hold of me, unless you have me on Facebook and we're on that level. Most of the time, it's only my mods that I connect with on that level. I've been guided to select my mods through Spirit. But if you guys want a personal read, energy healing. I was thinking about just doing easy little $5 quick short reads on a live. For those that kind of want to go a little bit more in depth, that way, only those who want to be a part of that can do that. I will make a live and add my Cash App and PayPal for those of you that are interested. I know reads can be pretty spendy. I get it. I'm a single mom of 5, so I find, Constance, she's so wonderful. She'll help trade. And if you guys are in a situation and your finances are in a way, just know that I am always willing to work with you guys in whatever way, and just know that, I will work with you guys in any way that I can. Right now, I'm just so grateful to have this channel and my business, and be able to have different facets of income and a way of reaching others and improving things, not just in my life, but in others as well. Guidance from the universe. I've never gotten this card. We've never gotten this card out of this deck. Micah! Hi, beautiful. Guidance from the universe. Open to the universe's wisdom or divine guidance. Cosmic connection. Universal wisdom and cosmic connection. All right. We're going to go for my Divine Goddess deck. Well, I feel like there's not as many cards in this deck as there once was. I must be missing some. Let me look in my handy dandy notebook over here. Oh, I see a card. Truth is known. Healing past trauma wounds. These blew out. Activation, light codes, downloads, and falling in love with the warmth of God's light within. Oorah! Shine your ever, ever light on me. I forgot I made this deck. Fuck, I made this deck a long time ago. I made this deck when I first started my Oracle Shed. So I think this is the 3rd deck I've ever made. These are the deck I made right when I got out of jail. I didn't have cards. My mother had thrown away all my cards, all my crystals when they put me in jail for 5 days in the most effed up way, and broke into my house and threw a bunch of my spiritual shit away, thinking I was a devil worshiper. But after that, I was like, fuck you. I went to the dollar store because I couldn't find any postcards, and I cut up one of my, a big white poster, and I made a bunch of cards. So, like I said, I'm never getting off of my path. It doesn't matter how many times I've been called a witch, dark, fucking Satan worshiper, and I'm like, dude, you know what half of your guys' problem is with me? Is that you guys miss the heart. If you miss somebody's heart, all that fear and all that shit, it's scary when somebody can tap into things that you don't have. You have it, but you're just skeptical about. And when it's dead on, it does freak people out. Honey, can you turn that down a little bit? Ooh. Blooming, you are just started. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and don't give up. Arakura. Arakura is the goddess that comes out. I don't think I've ever pulled that. Any other goddesses working with the collective at this time? Not taking a whole buttload. I knew this deck was bigger. I'm like, okay, we've got to have more cards than that. And Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe in comes out. You got a bright future with Lakshim. Lakshim. Stop worrying. Everything is going fine. All is well, my beautiful children of God. Bridget, don't back down. And I won't back down ever. Never give up. Never give in, never surrender. Never give up, never go down. It's my kids' is a nice saying. I'll tell my son, never give up, and he'll look back at me if something's hard, and he says, never go down, Mom. All right. Ancient wisdom, Akashic records are out here. I'll read from these goddesses here in a second. Oh, I just love my younger self. I was so proud of who I've become. You know what? Light codes and upgrades, DNA. Again, this comes out. Spiritual war prayer, Holy Spirit. Big mass gravitational pull is here. Smile, you're chosen by Jesus Christ, the Waymaker. You hold a very pure heart and have a bright aura that is unmatched. Secret society needs rebuilding comes out. That's interesting. Secret society needs rebuilding. Tracking devices in home, car, or persons. Incomplete closure. No backbone, weak spine. So you could be dealing with somebody that's a little corrupt. I just want to say that, or either that, as I say that, my computer cuts out. Somebody who's a little fucking stalkerish, okay? Or is very concerned about what you're doing, what you know, how you do it. Out of societal norms. Unwritten rules, nonconformity to set norms. Their higher ups working on this. Haha, guess what card comes out after I say that in this situation? Ashtar Command. Ashtar's with the Galactic Federation. And then I also, I channeled, fuck, this was a long time ago. This is in my gang stalking days. Chris Holmes and Elon Musk. And I didn't even know how to spell his name. I didn't even know who the hell it was until this year, who Elon Musk was. I just always channeled it with Ashtar. Investors. It says investors. Don't be surprised if you are a public figure in some way and you don't have some higher ups eyes on you. I want to say there are, I do believe that there are, Elon Musk, you ever watch his body language? He almost does look like a walk-in or an extraterrestrial, the way his body moves, huh? I mean, come on, that fucking wisdom, it's unreal. A very advanced soul on that level, and you know, we can't always believe everything that the media is telling us about others, you know what I mean? We really have to use our own discernment. When people are fucking chosen and they have a task here, no matter what it is or what it pushes others to, it's for a reason, good or bad. We need good and bad. We can't just have fucking good all the time. Those are the things that push people to bloom, to blossom, to go through hard things. Cash, can you tell Kylie I'm on my live? Hi, Tyler. What I do for a living, I own a construction business called Angel Dynasty Master Builder LLC. I am a general contractor. I restore and rebuild homes, and in my spare time, besides being a single mom of 5, I am a oracle. I started a channel using my intuitive abilities and gifts, and just kind of a long shot in the dark, and here I am. It's been about a year on YouTube, and I am so happy. You know, guys, the channel is up to 3,700 and I want to say 9 subscribers. I've gotten like 45 subscribers in the last 3 days. I noticed my first video only had like 300 views. And normally I'm about 1 to 2K views per video. And then I got to 500 views on the next video, and then yesterday we had 4.4K views on the live. So I'm finally getting back in the algorithm, at least somewhat. So thank you guys for commenting on my videos. And thank you guys for interacting with them in any ways, because it does put me in the algorithm showing YouTube that people do watch my videos and that they do interact with it. And it does help me as well financially. And not that we get paid a shit ton from YouTube or anything, but it does help. You know, it does help. At least covers my car insurance, right? Geico here. Yeah, Elon Musk is Jerry, that's what I'm saying. I watched, yeah, and I think he's a wonderful father. I want to say that I think he's a wonderful father. And let's just talk about the Nikola Tesla and those children, huh? I'm just saying. Okay, so let's go to Bridget. Bridget, where are you, darling? Yes, honey, we're leaving today. Preston's going to be here to take me, because I have the wheels off the car, so I can go to AutoZone and get the right brake pads, put those on, and then we'll close down the camper, hook up, and we'll be on our way. Bridget. Don't back down, page number 12. 12. What is she holding in her hand? Hi, son. Stand up for what you believe in. It's fire. It's fire within her being. Alright, this card is talking about not backing down. These are loving messages from your spirit guides. Where does she start? Stand up for what you believe in is right. First, be quite clear about your intentions. If you are unclear, the confusion will lessen your power and force. Like a candle in the dark, be very clear and bright in what is acceptable to you in this situation. Make no mistake. I will guide you and protect you, and yet think of the unparalleled rise in your own viewpoint if you are to stand up for yourself and speak up about your needs and your deepest truth. Now is the time to touch your power, for it is heat and flame will ignite your passion, which will propel you forward in countless ways. Even in the face of fear, you can still stand up for what your ideas and your truth is. Be unwavering and make your stand today. Various meanings of this card. Be assertive. Don't worry about what others think. Trust in your own actions. It will work out fine. Speak your truth. Stick to your opinions and put your foot down. Somebody here is really needing to stand in their truth. In a specific situation, I can't and I won't deal with this. I don't need to. It's not a part of who I am, and I do not align with it. Bridget, about this Celtic goddess. Bridget is a Celtic triple goddess, which means she represents 3 aspects of women: the young virgin, the nurturing and loving mother, and the crone sage wise woman. Bridget is a fiery goddess who tirelessly protects those who call upon her, and she is a feminine counterpart to Archangel Michael's warrior energy. Bridget, Bridget's temple is in Kildare, Ireland. She celebrated worldwide on February 1st for the ancient sacred day called Imbolc, which marks the beginning of springtime and increasing daylight. Very interesting. I think I've read this a long time ago. I know these two I've never pulled, so we'll get on with Aeracura. Aeracura. Ooh, Barracuda. That's not it. That's not the one. All right, page number 8, talking about blossoming here. If I just come beside you in spirit for anybody who's wanting to speak a truth and to stand up to somebody who has oppressed them, or somebody who has specific behaviors or characteristics, and they try to make you feel small. Maybe that's something that one of your life lessons has been about standing up to others that are bully in that way. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody most of their life wanted things to be calm in the home, in the workplace, for others, not just for their self. And I think that you've taken on a lot of burdens from others, and it's almost, I think you're tired of people's shit, and I think you're tired of being stepped on, and I think that this is your comeback. This is what your soul is designed for, the power and enlightenment that you hold within to speak to another spirit. It might be a physical vessel, but you're also speaking onto that spirit. I'm not taking your shit. I won't. I don't have to. I've made it too far. I've come too far. Hello, I am Shuka. We are in Idaho here. What is that? Is that a Mexico flag? Sorry, I can barely see that, and I'm terrible with the flags anyways. I am Shurka. I would imagine that's overseas. All right. So this card here, out of my Celtic, or my goddess deck, you are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. The message from Ikura. In many ways, you are like a flower bud who is ripe and ready to open and grow. Don't try to rush this process, as it is part of your beautiful path. Enjoy learning new knowledge and skills. Take your time to gather new ideas. Nurture your body with plenty of fresh air, sunshine, water, and healthy food. Soon enough, you will get the unmistakable signal that it is time to put your learning into action. Ahoy, Mr. Miyagi! Spend time among flowers and work with flower essence and oil to support your growth process. Ooh. Various meanings of this card. Slow down, have patience, get involved with gardening, use aromatherapy and flower essences, and keep the faith. About this goddess. Erikura is a Celtic and Germanic goddess who multitasks as a earth mother deity, a fairy queen, and is also a bridge between earthly life and the hereafter. She helps us put our goals and challenges into perspective so that we don't needlessly stress ourselves. Call upon her for emergency money or help in manifesting supply. She's especially fond of assisting artists and inventors. Nice. It's like, you know, when there's a beautiful flower or rose and you kind of just put your finger in there and you try to kind of open it up. I used to do it when I was little, but it really is kind of talking about you want to bloom in the way, all the way open. You know, there's a process to this. Okay, Lakshmi is our next goddess that come out. No, where's the L's? Page 23. Let's go, Jordan. All right. Stop worrying. Everything is going fine. Message from Lakshmi. What is going on here? Cash, where's Lupe's phone?
She died.
Died? Alright, message from Lakshmi. This is a kind of universe. This is a kind of universe, and everyone within it is working in favor. There are no tests, blocks, or obstacles in your way, except your own projections of fear into your future. Take a moment and hush your mind, quieting it from worries and fears. Feel me brush your brow with a new energy of faith, hope, and optimism. These energies fuel your exciting present time as well as future moments. Why would you wish darkness upon yourself when the light shines all around you? Step into this brightness by lightening your thoughts and feelings. You must stop worrying, and as this anxiety squelches the goddess that seeks to find you. Clear your heart of fear and replace those energies with ones that will serve you and your family instead. Refuse to think of anything except your bright today and tomorrow, and I promise you that it shall be so. Various meanings of this card. You and your loved ones will be protected and provided for. Let go of any bag lady fears about your future. What's a bag lady? Hold positive thoughts and intentions. Know that you'll always have your needs met now and in the future. Don't worry about money. Instead, visualize abundance. Lakshmi is a beautiful and benevolent Hindu goddess who brings abundance to those who call upon her. Lakshmi's connection to the lotus flower, elephants, and water represents her absolute faith in fertility and abundance available to everybody. She is happy to bring supply to you, whether that means money, time, knowledge, or opportunity. Lakshmi works with Ganesh, the elephant-headed deity who's known as the overcomer of obstacles. Together, they are an unstoppable team that works to help you release fear and accept abundance. And I claim that. Ganesh. All right. I want to take a look at finances for you guys and potential job opportunities. Let's see what's coming in for work, career, finances, for those, for the highest good of all. I see High Priestess. Some of you, you use your intuition, and this is something that you could be another reader. You could use your spiritual abilities, whether you're a healer, a seer, a speaker, a dreamer, in whatever way that feels like very prominent. And if you're thinking about starting a channel or thinking about opening a business or a massage therapy or whatever it may be, your tattoo shop with, you know, maybe a pedicure lady in there for those that wait. You never know, Jace, what it'll turn into, but it's about bringing different faucets to the same space. I think that that's a new creativity and a new spark within what would normally be a dynamic. I mean, how many people go into a tattoo shop? We all know we wait and are able to have, you know, some sort of pampering in some way, or, you know, you never know, or have a psychic medium there for those. Most people that get tattoos might be into that shit. You never know. Just saying, you know, get you a psychic medium in your back shop. Hi, Susan. Where's Kylie at?
Her tire got flat, so she had to drive her mom's car here, and so that's why she was asking me when we were leaving and what time are we leaving.
Okay, well, we don't know until I get my car done. Probably about 10:15. It looks like, oh my gosh, this kid. Hi, Herman. Money and finances. Money and finances. What do we have for the collective? What's the turnaround here? What's going on within that? Universal wisdom. It does feel like intuition and work. It has to do with your intuition and your creativity. The more that you use your creativity and step outside of the box. If you're somebody who makes shirts, coffee mugs, keychains, things, you know, people love stuff like that. You're being asked to use your creativity and to take a leap of faith. Even if it's scary, you think you may fail. That is just the opposition of what you can do, your greatest strength. Fiery energy. You could have a fire sign or somebody who represents a fiery energy that's going to help propel you in some way within your creative endeavors, or this is you with a fire. Call on the element of fire. As I say that, more fire out here. A lot of wands. I feel like for some of you too, you're up against somebody who's constantly competing with you in some way. Whether this is just in an overall viewpoint of what things look like from the outside, materialistic things, but I think really what's got your tenacity. You could lose 3 jobs and start 2 businesses and you'd be just fine. You're not afraid to take a leap of faith. Some of you are so fearless in the face of adversity. Your intuition is your greatest guide. I've got the High Priestess out here and the Queen of Cups. So, and these are from 2 different decks. Very in-tuned energy here. Your home, some of you are going to be moving and getting a new home. I can see that here with the 4 of Wands and the High Priestess. Some of you are manifesting this at a fast rate. Your security is what is coming into balance with the two out here. Your security and your home life is what's coming into balance. Ridding yourself of peoples or energies that don't belong in them, in that space with you, or creating a new way to, a lot of you are going to start businesses from home, from within your own home. Some of you are great speakers, speakers of hope, speakers of happiness, kindness, speakers of light that guide others. You know, you bring good news. You have swift action here coming for you. Receive. Remember, just as much as you give in so many situations, and I know the collective that I'm talking to, you guys are a bunch of empaths, and you want to give. You don't like seeing when humanity's down, because you've probably been down so much, shit on, fucked over, and pushed to the side, that you still maintain that light as you go through things. And when you see other people, who's either done that to you or rule in that space, oppression is a real thing, and I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who can't stand watching other people oppress other people. It's like you go up to them and say, you know you're better than that, you know that's not a truth, you can't let people like that get in your head. That is like I'm not going to say a counselor, because that takes it too, but in a way a spiritual counselor for others. Sometimes people just want to bounce things off of you, and kind of come in alignment with your because you carry a light, and it exuberates the light within them so they can make the conscious choice on their own. Everybody needs a pat on the back. Everybody needs to be told, fuck what they say, keep going. Don't give a shit what other people say. This is about you. This is your life. You know, you get about 83 to 90 years on this planet, you know. If you don't pass away before then in some freak accident or whatever may happen, make something of that. You know, the first 20 years, 30 years, we're really growing from our adolescence and healing childhood trauma. Shit that our parents didn't do, weren't there, who we lost, how it happened, the way that our life has been up until that point. And not on top of that, then we start relationships and rekindling love situations that, you know, will represent something from our childhood, to see if we will set the boundaries within that. If you had a parent that oppressed you a lot, and you found yourself with somebody who's a liar, a sneak, and, you know, when you're right and your intuition's on, they're like, you're out of your mind, you're delusional, you're a liar, this and that. A lot of people will project onto you exactly, this is how intuition works. If you have somebody's like, constantly projecting, cheating, or whatever it is, poor behavior, or trying to make you feel bad for you not being there in a specific way that they want you to show up, but you're doing the best for you that you can. That is the oppression I'm talking about, and that's something that you're going to grow through in that relationship. And the key here is to set the boundary and say, absolutely not. I have created enough self-love within myself over X amount of years that I don't and will not tolerate nor be around, or do I have to, that sort of energy. Sometimes you have to shut the door on people and let them go figure shit out on their own growth. If you mean something to them and you are an inspiration in that way, they'll come around. Self-love is, you could be the greatest person in the world, just like Christ. How many people rejected Jesus Christ? Right? Because he was more advanced. He made the ego feel so deflated, and this healings, and he was considered this witch and this terrible, you know, what do you call that? I'm hearing lobotomy, but he was boycotted. He was boycotted by the church that tried to cover up the true mysticism and the true natural healings and the true love. He was a waymaker, and he was persecuted for it day in and day out, and it never stopped him from reaching out, putting his hands on others, and loving them. All right. Thank you guys for hitting the like and subscribe button. You are amazing. Let's get some from this deck. This is my Repair Evolutional Growth Oracle deck. This is what you're healing from, growing from. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels of the highest bright light. I call in the higher self. And enlightenment. What does the collective need to know as they're healing through? This could be a specific message for you, or something that you're going through. Old conditioning and release. See, I said that there's definitely something here about releasing past energies, past people. You know, we could love people till we're blue in the face, but really think about unconditional love. We love them unconditionally. Self-care, balance. Old conditioning. It is time to release old conditioning and to step into your new way of being. The old story and past cycles of blame, shame, and guilt need to be removed out. Take inventory of what no longer resonates And what is your burdens to carry? Unload what has been weighing you down. And that's exactly what we were channeling through that. You know, the oppressive energies of, in any way that it manifests, in any way, shape, or form. And remember, when we have those fearful thoughts or anxiety that something might not work out, we're manifesting that it won't. And it's really hard to trick the human brain into, you know, the patterns that it knows, because if I do this 90% of the time, this is what's happened. So the brain is programmed and patterned off of that to have that specific response in set stressful situations. That's why the self-love is important, so that we can go back in and learn to trust ourselves and our judgment within that. I have wands. Want to trade? All right, the next card that comes out is balance, self-care. Taking time to replenish your mind, body, and soul is a must. Enjoy this time to reconnect and make yourself a priority. Ask yourself, what is serving me and what is taking from me? Much can be revealed when you stop putting yourself at the bottom of the list. Weird. So all of these cards are confirming what I was channeling earlier about putting an end to old cycles. You know, even if you do care deeply about somebody and they're treating you poorly, or they're 90% of the times if somebody's treating you poorly, it's because they have lack of self-love themselves. You know, and it is important with unconditional love that we can look at others and have grace for them and what they're going through, and understanding that, you know, when you start outgrowing somebody, it's very scary for them, because it can feel very much like they're losing you on a deeper level, you know. And I'm talking to somebody here who's outgrown a lot of people, family members, jobs, places, partners, at a very fast rate. And it's because you're very intelligent on the social, emotional levels of yourself. Why don't you guys all go over there with the girls, please?
Well, they're screaming. It's hurting the hell out of my ear.
Okay, all of you go over there. I will be done in a minute. You have chosen, the other card that comes out was the heart, and we were talking about that as the force field. High vibration transformation. You have chosen to step into a higher vibration that is in alignment with your soul's path and higher knowing. You now have the awareness that you are limitless and ready for transformation. This could just be another confirmation for you. You're doing such a good job at coming into balance with yourself. Releasing what you can't control. Releasing what you never thought you'd be able to let go of. You know, the brain holds a lot of pertinent memories or information or traumatic events, and as well, just that it comes with a physical response that your body has, a release of hormones and chemicals in certain situations, and that's how the body knows how to deal with how you've dealt with stuff for so long. And when you start to change that, that's the part that's really hard. Talking to somebody who's going through that process at this time, and I want to keep telling you, all is well. This is your transformation. Just think about, if you have to leave one person behind to find a higher version of yourself, people will catch up. We're all light. They're all playing a role in our life for our growth. Maybe, you're also playing a role. When you tell somebody, no, cannot, will not, that really, and you're not a person who says that or speaks like that, and you're most of the time just a pushover, or, oh, this will blow by, all the forgiveness is great. But it comes to a point when you do have to set a boundary and you have to shut certain people out of your life. There are a lot of soulless people walking around here. A lot of people with a lot of hatred and envy and jealousy and strife within their heart. Some people will never be able to get over the past by their own choice. What they've been through, what they've done to others. And most of the time, people that are very angry, and this sounds very toxic, but people who are very angry and project things to you in that way, most of the time are people that care the most. And it's fucked up to say that, but these are people who are too sensitive. They're so sensitive that they can't handle strong emotions and strong feelings. It makes them angry, because they're not connected to their heart. They're not connected to their space. And I understand that on a deep level. I have incarnated with at least a good 3 of those people within my own family, or whether I've been married to them or not. Toxicity at its finest. And let me tell you, when you tell somebody for the last time, I will not take your shit, and this is it, and it feels good. And it's up to them at that point what path and choice they're going to make to evolve with on their own. But you can't get off your path for people. You have other people waiting for you. You have other people waiting for you to come into their lives and to your energy, your energetic field, your auric field. When you're in vicinity of these people, places, or things, you're igniting light codes, light activations, remembrances. Your energy is powerful. Remember, we are energetic beings. Do the dishes. What is it? Cinderella, Cinderella, night and day, and Cinderella do the dishes and the mopping. They always keep me hopping. Huh, Josh? I pulled from this deck yet? Alright. Any more messages from your higher self, spirit guides that would like to come through? Guess we didn't really want to shuffle that one. Same spot I was a second ago. That's okay. Maybe there's something to see here. Love you guys. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for hitting the like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for commenting on the videos. It's the best way that you can support the channel. Freedom. Manifestation of light. God dang. Somebody, talking about this connectivity. You could be very water, the element of water. Whether you're drinking it, around it, near it, speak to the water. Speak to the water because I'm hearing the crystalline grid. Activations within elementals. Manifestation of light. Look at these two portals that open up here. So when you don't get off your path and when you are setting boundaries, you're getting taken to a new place. It's almost like walking between both worlds. You're opening up portals. If you are searching for your soul family, know that they are here. They are in tune with you. Every step, every micro choice you make in a day leads you to tomorrow's lesson, to tomorrow's journey, to today's journey. Stay focused on the outer worldly, I'm hearing. And remember that you're not a victim to societal norms. You have the ability to break out of the idealism of what's normal, what's natural. Follow your own heart, your own path. These laws, these rules, these regulations on this planet, they are put in place for one, people who can't self-govern themselves and are just fucking belligerent assholes. But the government itself, the way that things are set up, it is to stifle, it is to keep small. As a single mom of 5, it's almost impossible to work my own business, both of them, go to work, babysitting, food, clothes, and do it alone. It's fucking hard, and it should not be that hard. We should have communities that come together and that spend time and help one another. Even if it's just bringing hope back into that, it should not be this hard to. I do a better job off grid and living in this way than the mortgage, the rent, power, electricity, all of those things. You know, it's just kind of a fucked system. But we can live in that system and outside of it at the same time, and that's the key. That's the manifestation of the light. Light and wavelengths come with intelligence. If you speak into water and you freeze that water and look at it under a telescope, it carries its own information. A telescope, a microscope, it carries its own information. Ice as it freezes. Everything holds information. Freedom. When you speak into your water, this water is healing my body. This water is helping me become more in tune to my spiritual, my light. Thank you for the element of water, and drink it. Speak into it. The words are so powerful. God spoke everything into existence in the Bible. Let there be light, and there was light. Freedom. I realize that failing at things creates doubt, resentment. So I try to embrace the sunshine. I am positive. I find peace, and I discover the light that is within me. I see my own beauty. I grow and develop my inner self in harmony with light and beauty. I free myself from the negativity. My wisdom glows. You guys have stay the path. Stay the path. You know, no is one. You can say no. No is one of your. It is in your vocabulary. Not today. I can't. Start putting yourself first, and you'll see others will start putting you first. When you're always the go-to guy for others, you know, it loses its potency, because then it becomes an expectation for the selfish souls to You know, it's a light, it's a frequency. They don't know what they love about you so much, but they know when they're by you, they feel better, they feel energetic, they feel creative, it feels warm, it feels like home. You're a nurturer. When you're gone, everything feels out of sorts for somebody here. You know, things, that wisdom and that knowledge is gone. You've got people seeking things that you once brought to the environment that's no longer there when your absence is there. And it plays off of your energy, because you naturally embody this. And for some, you will irritate them, and for others, you will inspire. And it's up to the universe to decide which way it goes, and that being their self. So never stop being who you are. If you've got to tell somebody to fuck off, then fuck off. If you've got to tell somebody, look, I just want you to know at the bottom of my soul, I love and believe in you, even if things at this time are the way they are. I trust in God, in the future, and whatever way it will be for the best of all. And know that, and I hope you can believe that too in your own being, and you'll see things come around. That right there is a huge manifestation to the universe saying, yes, I trust and believe in wherever you're leading me. The universe wants to give you your ultimate happiness. Your spirit guides want to give you your ultimate happiness. Even though you're leaving Joe Schmo over here that's played with your heart and fucked around and, you know, isn't even true to themselves, how the fuck can they be true to you? And for some reason you just want to love this person or have them, you know what I mean? Feel the love from them. Why wasn't I good enough? Why didn't you meet me on this level? Why can't you communicate with me clearly? Because they're not on your fucking level. It's time to say bye. I don't care what you're doing, what you say you are doing. Your actions speak louder than your words. And I can see that because you are intuitive. Stick with your gut. From the Higher Self Oracle, what does the Higher Self want to say to the collective, to these beautiful souls at this time? Much needed messages from the Higher Self. Has anybody seen Constant C in here this morning? I know she's going through some things. Is she in here? I've got an energy healing with her. Confusion comes out. Bottom of the deck, worry. See, there's a lot of worry. It's just like, it's hard. It's hard when it's all coming together, when you're bypassing the physical, corporeal part of the brain, right? And then you're tuned into your higher self, your soul, your spirit, your intuition. There's still a part of the body that kind of lags behind that information or is being upgraded. Receive the light codes, receive the upgrades in energy, guys. You can create this. Call the light forward within your own being. Know that there is no separation. You are light, and light is all that is. What? Confusion. I felt confused on what number I was looking for. 43. And careful for the confusion that other people bestow upon you too, or try to. And they're going to try to, it's through manipulating emotions at this time, and there might be an upheaval coming towards something that means quite a bit to you, but this is a relentless energy that's going to push you to where you need to be. This is from love and out of love, so please don't think the universe isn't. The universe is just trying to push you where you asked before you incarnate on this planet. Look, I know I'm going to go through these things. When I get to this point, I'm going to need the extra strength. I'm going to need the extra push. I need the extra trust. Trust and observe comes out. Trust, 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 trust the universe has your highest good. In their hands, confusion is the word we have invented for an order which is not understood. Right now, the guidance from your higher self is being drowned out by the mental chatter of your ego. While the ego is rational and logical, it is a mental system created by fear and instinct and doesn't always match up to the wisdom of love, which is the spiritual genetics of your higher self. Your higher self speaks quietly but contains the intelligence of your heart spirit, which will help cut through the confusion you are now experiencing. Currently, there is a situation in your life that needs clarity. You may be trying to understand why you were let go from a job or why you weren't promoted. Perhaps you are trying to grapple with unforeseen financial difficulties and need clarity and assistance. Further, you may be struggling with an illness or need help understanding the root cause and finding an appropriate healing treatment. This card is asking you to be still and tune into your higher self, since it contains the knowledge you need to help you along your path. Your higher self is present and reachable, but only if you relinquish the mental chains of fear, confusion, and indecision. Your higher self alone may not be able to solve the problem immediately, but it will provide you comfort through understanding, which will help you tackle this obstacle wisely. Courage is not having the strength to go on. It is going on when you don't have the strength. By Theodore Roosevelt. All right. Let's get an angel number for you guys, and then I'm going to get off of here. Hi, Medusa. Hoping I can utilize my frequency miles for astro traveling that's happening. You're so fun. Chaos is ignorance. Ignorance is curable. Thank God for that. Much love, everyone. Casey, hold the light. You're teaching. Jason, be the shepherd for the family. Called up today. I am going to be out of country for the unforeseeable future. We love you, Blue Ridge. Unforeseeable future. I felt children right now. I felt smaller children, maybe 6 and 8, maybe even younger. And I'm hearing laughter. So, I'm hearing laughter, Blue Ridge. All right, angel number for the collective. Angel number for the collective. If you guys are interested in a personal read with me, please email me. I accept Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. For those of you that are out of country, PayPal seems to be the way to go. Email me, let me know what style of read. I do the hour-longs for $100. I do the 35 minutes for $45. And then I offer, I can't remember what it is, the 15-minute for $25. I also do energy healing if you are interested in that. If you are in a financial bind and you are somebody seeking a read, I will be willing to work with you in whatever way that I can. Please know that. 0808, swift action is what comes out. Wealth, empathy, promise, commitment, action, inner strength, auspicious outcomes. You will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps towards achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you. We've got a lot of messages today about finances improving, home situations improving. All right, let's leave off with a quote of the day, and then I'm out of here. I love you guys so much. Never bend your head. Hold it high. Look to the world straight in the eye, by Helen Keller. Always be on the lookout for the presence of wonder. I believe that all wisdom consists in caring immensely for a few right things and not caring a straw about the rest. Love yourself, accept yourself, forgive yourself, and be good to yourself, because without you, the rest of us are without a source of many wonderful things. That's so beautiful. Some people come into your life as blessings, others came into your life as lessons, by Mother Teresa. Don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dreams. When you are immune to the opinions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. And we channeled that too. Thank you, Spirit. Dear young me, when it gets hard, remember, you are not alone and it gets better. I'm waiting for you. Take care. Older me. Your higher self comes through. I got goosebumps on that one. All right, my beautiful soul tribe. Oh, I love you. Laquita Burris. Sorry if I messed your name up. I love that one too. Constance. One of my soul sisters is joining us today. Her name is Quita. May she have one card pull, please. Yep. You can. And I'm being guided back to the higher self deck. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Constance, for bringing your family over here to your extended family. I got to get on your channel and watch your last read. We were talking about that last night, and I still haven't been able to do that. Constance, I'm going to get off of here and run to AutoZone. My stepson's here. He's going to take me up there because my car has no tires on it, so I can't really drive to go get the brake pads they gave me that are wrong. And when I get back, I will do that energy cleansing with you if that's cool. I love you. Okay. And it's Laquita. Hopefully I said that right. And I have a higher self. Starseed. Starseed. I'm feeling draconic Lyran energy with you. Draconic Lyran energy. Starseed. Old soul. Old soul. I don't know if there's something here with the mother. Or loss of somebody that was like a mother figure. Something with the mother here. Unless this is you. Nature. Nature is what comes out for you, and ask for guidance. Ask for guidance. Page number 35. The number 8, you could be seeing 88 a lot. 35. Asking for help, not because you are weak, but because you want to remain strong. Do you need clarity about a situation? Have you been confused or feeling limited about choices in your life? Have you been presented with various options and feeling uncertain which choice to make? This card urges you to directly ask for divine guidance, either from your higher self or your spiritual team, rather than absorbed by yourself in a cycle of uncertainty and confusion. If you have been asking for guidance, then your higher self wants you to remember that it communicates to you either via intuition. Can you turn it down a little bit? Intuition nudges or through symbolic messages. The messages may come in from a form of animals or numbers or through another medium. Wow. I told you, and I talked about, I feel like somebody passed away and the medium comes out. Familiarize yourself with the ways your higher self communicates and decodes the symbols to understand the messages provided. You have mediumship. You're able to tap into that. Very empathetic soul, very connected, emotionally intelligent. Feels like there's some sort of block, and I can't help it. It feels like because you lost somebody or something close to you at that. You're moving through that, but it's something that's there. It's something deep in there. The universe has provided you with many helpers who eagerly await your request for guidance. You have available unto you guardian angels, ancestors, archangels, spirit guides, and a host of other beings who patiently wait to help you. These beings can help you in every area of your life. They can also help you with material things and abundance, as well as building confidence, faith, and patience. This is a reminder that you are not alone and that help is all around you. Just ask. Okay, and I'm going to ask, did you lose somebody at a younger age, something that was stifling in some way? It does feel like, whether it's parent, whether it's absent, it does feel like you lost like a mother figure, somebody on the other side. You have mediumship abilities. You are connecting with somebody. I want to say that. Yeah, you can super chat a question, Victoria. Hi, Michael. Hey, I haven't forgot about you. Not only do I have your read to do, which I'll be pre-recording and sending to you, but I want to let you know that I also am giving you a free hour-long read. Thank you for being patient with me. Brother that was like a father. Okay, a family member in that way. Deep wound. You feel responsible, or like, I don't know. You're not responsible. You couldn't have done anything different in that way. And this person is communicating with you. This person is communicating with you through numbers. This, your starseed, dude, I've got goosebumps over my whole legs. You're so connected. My heart's weeping right now because I want to give you a big hug. The hugs were the best, the way they just wrap their arms around you and hold you. The hugs, or holding your hand when you're scared, or you know what I mean, coming alongside of you. The encouragement. Beautiful angel number. The power of numbers. The power of numbers. I'm seeing 333 and 22. Also the number 101. 333 and 22 come out. So this is the power of numbers, and this is how powers and numbers work. Son's grandmother recently passed. Chills. Yeah. This person's helping you with numbers, your brother. Social skills. The problem you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angel encourages you to maintain a positive outlook on life since your luck may be about to change. It is time to put to use your captivating energy and your inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. You are fine and you are well, and you're going to use that to speak with others. You're going to use that to speak with others. I told you, you feel like you have a very strong calling for mediumship, you know, and you're going to have a lot of people call you crazy and try to knock your path. And as a medium myself, I'm just going to tell you, there's never a wrong answer. If you feel something or you feel guided to speak to somebody, do it. You can't be wrong. The only thing that's is not speaking when God's working through you. If you're at a grocery store, if you're anywhere and you say, hey, I just feel like you're going to be... you're very connected in that way. The other number that comes out is 22. I feel like your brother shows you these numbers. You have the benefit of good fortune, and if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything. In its place, you can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern, since what you plant will grow. You are about to experience a spectacular ascent. Do you have a plant or a flower or something that it's like a monument or you will? Dedicated to just that. Nature is also very important, getting out in nature. You work with nature spirits, the element of the trees, the wind, and water. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, she's got a big spirit on her. That is for sure. Jay Moneymaker. This isn't a crackhead. This is an ex-crackhead. What's up? Welcome to the channel. You must be recovering yourself to know one. You've got to be one, right? Welcome to the family of recovered crackheads. The trees. We are OTP, and she said yes. What's OTP?
On the phone.
On the phone. Oh, I see. Yeah, the nature. Tell her I love her, and thank you. This is an amazing experience. Welcome to the channel. I love you guys all so much. I wasn't sure if somebody wanted to do... thank you for whoever sent the 30 jewels. I didn't even see that as I was going. And how the mind blows. Speeding disposition. What's up? Yeah. It's interesting, huh? The 22 and the 333. I said those would come right out, and that's he literally works with her in that way, that fast, all the time, all the time. There's something with a mirror. I'm seeing with the mirror. I don't know what it is. Paranormal activities, but her conscious, like her, very a seeker, a seer, dreamer. Get in nature, babe. Victoria C, thank you for the $10. Whatever comes out, please, Casey. I got you, girl. I got you, babe. She loves how you read. It is very beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place, crazy reader, but it fucking works. I want to go this way for you, Victoria. I'm seeing a King of Swords. I don't know if you're an air sign or dealing with one, but expect a truth to be revealed to you. Expect a truth. Also, you might be cutting your hair or doing something different with your hair, or there's somebody, there's a new look, there's a new vibe that comes in. Maybe you are good with hair. I don't know. Are you a cosmetologist or good with hair? A service to others. A service to others. I got goosebumps. That's my yes. Cosmetology or working with others in that way, you help other people to feel beautiful about themselves. That's your gift. Flowers. I'm seeing roses and flowers. That smell of essential oils as well. That could be something that helps you get in tune as well. Soul happy rekindle connection comes out for you. What's up, Examelia? Your soul is longing to reconnect with something or someone. Have you drifted away from a meaningful connection? Take the initiative to rekindle this relationship or this experience, as it may bring you deep joy. What's that about? I'm about done. Guilt. Oh, guilt can hold you back. Are you carrying the weight of the past decisions? Forgive yourself and move forward. Only then can you truly let go and grow. And I'm being guided to get you one from the soul, the highest, for your highest good. The vision. Hold the vision. Hold the vision, darling. Hey, sister, soul sister. Gotta get that dough, sister. Christina Aguilera. I don't know why I'm hearing that right now, but maybe that there's a tie to that. I don't know, but that is coming through. You have vision. I have 3 eyes, 2 to look and 1 to see. You have been gifted with clairvoyance, the ability to see beyond the dimension of this world. Woo! With this ability, you are able to see and communicate with spirits, angels, archangels, spirit guides, and elementals. Having this gift enables you to help others learn and grow by sharing knowledge from the divine realm. Girl. You may receive messages in your mind's eye in the form of colors, shapes, symbols, numbers, and signs. This card is asking you to work on your third eye chakra and develop this gift further, as it will be a gift to humanity. You can open up your third eye by tapping on the chakra directly, meditating with white light, or envisioning an eye opening in the middle of your forehead. You can also place an amethyst crystal on your third eye chakra to remove any blocks from your sight. Additionally, you can send swirls of golden light into your brow chakra to clear any debris. Clairvoyance allows us to access the Akashic record, which are the documented records of all of our past lives. What you got going on? Developing this gift, you will have the opportunity to tap into the Celestial Hall of Records. Laura, I'm thinking about you right now. Your previous incarnations and any current problematic circumstances or patterns of behavior that could be rooted in these lives. Oh, the guilt. There's something from that past life in a specific person. If you seek more information, consider going to your local bookstore and ask your higher self to guide you to the best literature that will provide some much needed information about this gift. This card asks that you work on opening up to this gift to help others move forward in the right direction. You're a guide, aren't you? You're a guiding light for others, and your gift is you're like a flower. I can smell roses, I can smell beautiful wild flowers, and that's like your energy. Hummingbird. Hummingbird could be prominent, sitting there staring me right in the eyes, and hummingbird's nectar. The nectar of the gods. And angel number for you, girl. Thank you for the $10 for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you guys in every way that you donate, support, or get reads. It helps the channel. Share, liking, subscribing, communicating with each other in the chats. I love this family, and I love you guys so much. You got 1144. This also came out for concerts the other day. High vibes, divine intervention, prosperity, big ventures, fated path, fate, purpose, and higher calling. Boy, that just brings through that message, doesn't it? Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity and exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. On spot, as always. Thank you. Hey, work on that clairvoyance in your third eye, okay? And I do that too. Sometimes I rub mine. Your hair too. Your hair is your antenna. I just want to tell you that. And we talked about hair. I seen the scissors out here, okay? Your hair is your antenna. So, very interesting. I feel like you also are gifted with abilities to clear energy as far as Reiki, healing, and past life transformations, past life regressions, hypnotherapy. You know how to ask the right questions. You're very inquisitive with your guides. Remember to continue to ask questions and guidance. You can ask all day long. Give me this sign. I need to see the color red or this number. That guide me in any way that you can. Self-love, you help other people to have that within their own being by you embodying it yourself. You're very energetic. You transfer energy at a very fast rate. So be mindful when you're emotionally upset. Kind of sit with yourself and clear that energy out, because you're a very fast manifester. Highly spiritual people are very, very fast manifestors, and you have that within you. Letting the shower hit your third eye for several minutes is also powerful activation. I'll have to try that. I see hummingbirds and number 3 today. Really? All right, guys. I'm out of here. I love you. I'm going to go get my shenanigans together. So I can get going. I got a whole tribe of kids to get fucking lunch in, coolers loaded, clothes on, shoes on, get these brake pads on my car, roll down this tent, hook it up to my SUV, and be on my merry way. I only got about a few hours to do that. I love you guys, and I'm going to have so much fun camping. We're going to our original spot. Last weekend, we went to a new spot. So this one, the kids are familiar with, and they're very excited to go. And then they go to their dad's for the rest of the summer. So I'll just have the little girls, little Cooper and Ellie, for about 3.5 weeks. And then all of my kids are coming home to live with me. I'm not sure if Ringo's going to stay with his dad this year or not. Danny Cash did last year, but he wants to come back home. He's been away from Mama long enough, he says. Constance, I'll get a hold of you, sweetheart, when I get back. Thank you for bringing such a powerful ancient being with you to this read. My gosh. And the brother passing, like the father, it's her guide. I just want to say that, and it was supposed to happen at that time. He's one of the ones that's going to really, she can channel him. She can channel him and automatic write. Anything that comes to her mind, he communicates with her all the time. And the more she does it, the more she'll get the cues and messages. It's a real thing, and it's a very powerful energy, ascended energy in some way. My number cards are flying around. All right, guys. Cheerio. I will talk to you guys later. Love you, Ash. Such a sweetheart. Thank you, Jace. Thanks to all my mods. Constance, I love it. I love your readings. You're so authentic and so real. All right, guys. She said he's telling her. Proud of her. Yep. Yep. Very much. The strength. He's holding her hand. He says, I'm holding your hand. All right. I love you guys. Kisses from Idaho. Take care. Deuces. Hey, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. And don't be afraid to put your foot down and tell people to buck off. And reclaim your power. Call back your power. It's yours. It's yours. Use it wisely. You're welcome. You are welcome, guys. See you later.